Yes. Yes, this is Sergeant Eavis's office. What? You say you've tried twice. Hang on, I'll just check. Yeah, sorry, we're out of paper. I'll fix it straight away. Give it a minute and then retransmit your message. Oh, and thanks.
Unloading fax again.
It's the Germans.
It would be. The super efficient Polizei making us feel they've caught us without toilet rolls.
Beg your pardon, Sergeant.
All right, what have they got?
I picked up something on the Legionnaire from East Germany. Looks like your hunch about him was right.
Herr Reiner has criminal written all over him.
You'd think the Moons would pick up on the vibrations.
Well, perhaps they chose to ignore them for some reason. Ah, not so efficient after all. We need a translation.
Well, I can speak German, Sergeant. Gerhard Julius Reiner, also known as Axel Hellbritter. Wanted suspect following the murder of a woman in Magdeburg in January 1989.
He was even more dangerous than I thought.
I never expected to see the police at a funeral. Gary would have been on it.
Well, it's natural. They have a close interest. Sergeant Eavis wants to find the diamonds, too.
Well, I hope he doesn't find them first.
Why? We're going to give them back anyway, aren't we?
Sure, but after we get the reward.
Oh, yeah, the reward.
Maybe we should keep one diamond. Make a ring, just for you,
I don't think so.
Why? Because Trevor is buying your ring?
He might.
Pity I didn't meet you first.
I didn't know Legionnaires had so much time for women.
Off duty, we do.
It's not a very comfortable life.
The desert is lonely, but it's beautiful, too. At night, the stars glitter like diamonds. They seem low enough to touch.
That sounds beautiful.
But you won't share this life with me.
Hello. Doing a bit of palmistry?
Has Zelda agreed?
Yeah, she's going to give it a go. Hello, is that Ruth Garnett? Hi, this is Trevor Moon. Listen, is there any chance of you getting the afternoon off work?
What for?
A seance. We might be able to get in touch with Gary or Kevin.
A seance? Are you pulling my leg?
No, Ruth, I'm not. It can work.
All right, if you think so. So where do you want to meet?
It's the last house at the top of the Bale.
Right.
Mrs. Garnett,
Oh, no. What the hell do you want?
can't you guess?
Look, you've had your snoopers on me ever since Kevin died. And where's it got you? Nowhere, right?
Has anybody tried to get in touch with you?
About what?
Well, maybe somebody trying to find those diamonds. Before I do.
Like who?
Don't you read the newspapers?
I don't even have a telly.
So, you don't know about Gary Naylor's funeral?
No.
Well, you don't seem so surprised that he's dead.
Well, maybe I'm pleased.
Look, has anybody approached you? One of Naylor's friends, perhaps?
I wish you'd stop talking about bloody Gary Naylor. And the past. You know I'm clean. So why don't you just leave me and my daughter alone?
Well, if you do see a bloke, fair-haired, 30, blue eyes, German, take my advice. Watch out.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Just get in touch, okay? You've got Reiner under this roof?
Yep. He's a paying guest, thanks to Gladys.
Is he in?
No, not at the moment.
Good. I've come to warn you about him. He's dangerous.
In what way?
He's a killer.
Well, he's from the Foreign Legion, isn't he?
Listen to me, both of you. We've just had a report on him from East Germany. He may have committed a murder there 2 years ago.
Yeah? Who did he murder?
A young married woman who tried to end an affair with him. She was stabbed to death.
He said he ran away from somebody who looks like me.
Look, what I want to know is what the hell are you two doing with a jackal like this?
Like I said, Joe, he's a lodger.
I tackled him about those diamonds. He denies everything. But those blue eyes of his don't fool me, and neither do you. You're up to something. And if you've got any sense, you tell me before it's too late.
There's nothing to tell. So far.
And what does that mean?
So far, Gerhard has been the perfect guest.
Why do I get the feeling that neither of you trust him and that Gladys is behind all this?
Gladys is busy in court.
Yes, but as usual, her psychic aura, as she calls it, hangs around like her perfume.
He's arranged a séance with a medium. But that's not all. The Foreign Legion's invited as well, in case there's a message from Gary Naylor. Think I should go?
Well, yes. Just this once, I want to believe in it.
I can feel a lot of activity. Yes. Friends are definitely trying to reach across to us. Pure concentration is what's needed. The spirits in that other place are still quite faint. Ruth, you must think of Kevin, and you, Sergeant Biner. Perhaps if you relive those last moments of when a soldier lay dying. Everyone concentrating on those that have gone before them across the dark river into everlasting light. Picture them in your minds and tell them we need to bring Kevin and his friend forward. That bastard was no friend of my Kevin's. There are no enemies on the other side. I can feel the cosmic energy flowing, encircling them both in eternal peace and happiness. Have either of you a message? Is there something important you want to tell us? Is that Kevin? Ruth is here, remembering all the happy times you spent together. Not that many. He was nearly always inside.
Let us make sure that members of the jury understand this, Mr. Smallbone. You felt that Mrs. Moon had humiliated you in her broadcast by suggesting your unfaithful behavior as deduced by the stars.
Exactly.
Even though she was, from her point of view, discussing a complete stranger who was anonymous.
By then, I wasn't anonymous.
And whose fault was that?
She shouldn't have gone on with it after my place of work had been mentioned. My wife had given her first name, Jacinta. It's unusual. People could put two and two together.
Oh, now, really, Mr. Smallbone, don't you think that you yourself have brought attention and, dare I say, ridicule upon yourself by bringing this action in court?
Hear, hear.
My lord, Mr. Cave is hardly so much conducting his cross-examination of the plaintiff as attempting blatantly to influence the jury with glib assertions.
It's known as character diagnosis through a broad spectrum of reality. In other words, the honest truth.
Be restrained, Mrs. Moon, I implore you.
You see what sort of woman she is? Just like all her sort who believe in astrology as a science for prediction and so-called wisdom. Mad as hatters.
And that goes for you and your wife.
There's definitely someone trying to get in touch. He's tall, and he's curly-haired. And yes, your name begins with a K. Kevin? Kevin, is that you? What are you saying? Something about cold fires. What does that mean? That's what he called them. The diamonds. He keeps on repeating the letter W. Does that mean anything? I can't think. He's drawing two lines. Two parallel lines. And there's a W at one end. Of course. The railway. He was a maintenance man at the private railway that runs along this coast. Is that what the lines mean, Kevin? Train lines. Did you hide the diamonds in a place beginning with W? Is it a name? A first name? Winnie. It's Winnie. Ask him. Winnie, is it, Kevin? I seem to have lost contact. It must be Winnie. Kevin's Auntie Winnie. She was in the ticket office at the main station. That's how Kevin got the job.